think about when you're born into a fire. But let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good time. Today is going to be a pretty chill day. We're just killing goblins. Seems to be what we've been doing for the past several streams, so we're just going to keep doing more of that. No cannon today, but I did start working on some mining. I almost have enough to get a coal bag, so that's exciting. But yeah, I am definitely looking at the steel problem that we're running into, because I am going to need a lot of cannonballs in the future, that's for sure. So I'm getting at least the coal bag so I can make steel bars efficiently. I'm just trying to figure out how to mine iron efficiently enough to the point where I can actually just have like a constant production of steel bars going, turn them into cannonballs, and then feeding them through the cannon. I have a couple spots in mind, but I do want to see if there are any better spots available. Okay, so we do have several things going on right now. Looks like my Fowler tree is diseased, which is not fun. Hopefully it's not dead by the time we get there. Papaya tree, let's go. Willow tree, okay. Orange tree is nothing. Okay, that looks good. Let's go to Ferox. So I want to get the Ren Energy Restore. Okay, I need you and you. Also, to go along with this, I don't think I'm going to continue doing contracts until I hit level 65 farming, just so that way I can actually have these patches unlocked as well and get a little more options with farming contracts. But also because I've noticed that the seeds I've been getting from the regular contracts really haven't been great. Like, they've been okay, but there's never been any seed that I've gotten that I've been like, oh, this is the best, hell yeah! So I'm just gonna use it as normal. Ooh, I need to get some more volcanic ash pretty soon. So what are we currently sitting at in terms of clue rewards? So it looks like for easy clues, we are currently sitting at 52. Haven't gotten any unique in the past like 5 or 6, which is fine. Easy clues aren't exactly good with uniques. But beginner clues, we've done 137 beginner clues, and it's been a while since we've gotten a unique from those. I'm really hoping that we get something good tonight. Like, it doesn't even have to be a cape. I just want some sort of unique from beginner clues. Just to have something to go with. Oh, I have to get some watermelons. I didn't realize how low I was on watermelons in my bank. Let's grab 6 of these. Then we need 2 ultra compost and a shovel and a seed dibber. Okay. 2 ultra compost, shovel, seed dibber. And a whole lot of watermelons. Oh yeah. Okay, the higher farming level has definitely made the watermelon runs a lot better. That's for sure. Good. Very good. Watermelon runs I used to only get like 13 from ultra compost watermelons. Now we got 23 from that. Now it could have just been me getting lucky, but I think it's more due to the fact that I have 5 farming levels on top of where I was before. So I gotta credit that. Good. Plant these up. Okay, so maybe I still have kind of a low yield. 36. Okay. Alright, now I need to fill those up and go off to, or check the red berry health, I guess. And then it'll be off to do some more good things. And by good things, I mean tree herons. So something new that happened recently is that I am now back on my morning schedule, officially. So it's only an hour difference. I don't think stream will have any sort of, I don't think stream will feel any difference with this, but it does mean that 10 o'clock is going to be a lot more of a hard end time for me. It won't be like I have to end at 10, otherwise everything is going to go off the rails. But 10 o'clock is going to be a bit more of a strict, going to be a lot more of a strict ending time. Yeah, we barely get any seeds from that. Okay, so good choice to switch over to entirely, to not doing birdhouses, or not, what am I thinking? Farm contracts. It's good that I switched to not doing farm contracts for the moment. Just have to wait 13 levels, which really won't take that long considering all the tree runs that we're going to be doing. All right, there's that one done. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch of runes, and then we'll start doing a real quick tree run. I am going to bring an extra sapling just in case the Willow and Falador needs it, but I wonder if it's actually going to be required. Or not required. I wonder if it's actually going to be, like, needed. Oh, also, my money stack is back up a little bit because I did a lot of Giant's Foundry off stream, so I got some of my cash stack back. Okay, saplings. We need, what was it? It's 5, then 4, right? Yeah, okay. So 5 willows, 4 curries. Let's put one of those away. And then we also need, yeah, that's it actually, because I don't have any, I don't have a way to get, what is it? What am I thinking of? Oh my god, my brain. Please, please work, brain. Oh god, why is it not wanting to think? It'll come to me. Alright, tree run time. Run up, grab the willow tree, and then back to goblins. A lot more of a chill stream tonight. Admittedly, I do have a lot on my mind as well, so there is that. That was the wrong button. Meant to hit the other one. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. Let's pay this boy, get rid of that. Restock on my leaves. Alright, what am I currently looking at in terms of farming XP? So 8k XP left until the next level. I think we'll be fine. So that's 1k per willow tree. Well, 1.5k per willow tree. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be more than okay. So tomorrow's stream, I also do kind of want to talk about right now. Tomorrow's stream might be a little weird. The way that tomorrow is going to work is that it is Lunar's birthday. So she hasn't decided on what she's gonna do tomorrow on stream though. So we already had a personal birthday celebration over the last weekend. But I don't know if she's planning on playing a multiplayer game tomorrow. So if that is the case, I might either stream that perspective on my end if I can, or I might just stop stream abruptly and go do things with her and give you all the link to her stream. But yeah, just as a heads up, tomorrow might be a little bit more freeform than normal. But it'll be fun. It'll be a great time. Regardless, I should be streaming. So unless something crazy comes up, yeah, we should be streaming tomorrow still. Okay, now we go here. And this is not the fastest way to get to Brimhaven, but it is the cheapest because it doesn't use 2 law runes. So I'll do this over any other day. Ooh, got a group hardcore over here. Looks like they just started. To Brimhaven! God, that was a big hit. All right. All right, Spider, you can calm down a little bit. Bro, calm down. Please calm down. How high are these spiders? Okay, 44. I think that means I have to be level 66 in order for those to not be aggro anymore. Dang, I'm a far way away from that. I always forget how the combat level and aggro works in this game. I want to say it's every 5, but I could be, or every, like it's combat level plus 50%, I want to say, but I don't think that's right. Now that I'm thinking about that, now that I say it out loud, I think it might be double combat level or something like that for mobs to stop being aggro unless they're constantly aggro, which in that case, good luck. Try that 10-minute NPC aggression timer plugin that I did. Plugin that I did, I mean by the video I did explaining that. I did not make the plugin, nor do I claim to have made the plugin. All right, so we have 53 farming now. That's good. I don't think we'll be getting 54 today, but we probably will get like 56 when the teaks are done. The teaks are going to be done today, so I think I might, on the last birdhouse run of the night, I think I might also do that as a teak run and just take care of those at that time as well. The teak tree runs honestly operate on a separate timer than everything else just because of how long it takes. All right, now to Falador. Let's see just how bad the damage is. Oh, that is a dead tree. Okay, yeah. Good idea for me to bring the saplings. I honestly probably could have saved the tree. I didn't notice it was even sick during all of my mining trips, so that's a rip. Oh well. Not a huge deal. Willows are so low value that I'm not even worried about this. Once we get to like maple trees, maybe even yew trees, that's when the payments will start to come through. And I'll start actively seeking like having a payment available for all those. But willow trees, God, willow seeds are so common to get. They're so easy to grow that I'm really not worried about losing any seeds of those.
Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane.
All right, that is enough farming for now. It's time to go back and start killing some goblins. Actually, wait, let's do this first. Not here. This guy. Then we'll just drop the curry. I don't need it. Okay, off to Castle Wars. Alright, dump that. Let's also put this in here. Okay, so we do for sure need the staff. I'm also wanting to bring the Chronicle as well. All those are fine. We need this, we need this, we need this. Actually, not this. We're gonna bring a dueling ring. I also want you, and you. I need this. I definitely need this, and that should be max range gear for what I can muster right now. Yep, looks like it. Then we also need money. We need this, and we need a shovel. Yep, looks like we are all set to go kill goblins again. So let's go back and start some fighting. All right, now hopefully we actually get something done here fairly quick. I would like to have probably like 10 to 15 caskets by the end of this between beginner and easy clues. We'll see how well that goes, but that's a nice high amount of caskets that I feel like is reasonable to get with the time that's allotted to me. All right, we're 400 goblins away from 50 hit points. We're 247 away from 55 range. So if we know that, so if we hit either of those levels, we'll know how many goblins we've killed in this session. I think the range level is going to happen. I don't know about the HP level. I think we might not be there at the HP level. I'm just hoping I don't run out of arrows. I don't want to have to go to, like, the range guild or something to have to buy a bunch. I'll probably just stick with, like, steel arrows if I run out of rune. I really shouldn't be going through my rune arrows like this, but, it's fine. They're not hard to get. Just have to do some LMS. Hey, there's an easy clue. Let's go. First one of the night. Let's kill this goblin, see if we get a beginner clue or another easy. Nothing. Okay. All right, where are we going with this? Salty Peter. Goblins must be slain? Absolutely. And we are going to... Ooh, Farming Guild. Okay. Or not Farming Guild, Woodcutting Guild. Yeah, I think keeping my house teleport at House Sidious is going to be a good play for right now. If I really need to go to, like, Remington, Port Sarum, I could just teleport to Falador and run. That wouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, now we need to do the Catherby step. You know, it's true because you've seen Goblin Slayer. Fair enough, fair enough. I still have not seen Goblin Slayer, but it is on my list. It is on my anime list to watch. I just haven't quite yet gotten the opportunity. Gaius and Taverley, I mean. Honestly, recommend you skip the first episode. Really? Is it that bad? What's so bad about the first episode? Is it just like overtly on an anime trope? Because like the thing is that I haven't seen much anime. So if there's like an overdone trope that's done in the first episode, unless it's something like real bad, I'd be okay with checking it out at least. My inexperience makes a good shield for that kind of stuff. It's not tropes, it's just bad writing, fan service. Cringy voice acting. You gotta give me more than cryptic hints. All right, Port Sarum. That was what I was worried about, but that's fine. I really need to get a glory. It's bad in the sense that its content is far more extreme than the rest of the series, so none of the information inside is necessary. That's usually just gets recapped when relevant. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's like, what, 20 minutes, right? It's not like a 2-hour long intro. I don't know. I'll probably watch it and make my own judgment call and just know that it gets better the rest of the time. But like now I'm just morbidly curious on why almost everybody that I talked to about Goblin Slayers told me to not watch the first episode. I want to see how much of a miracle it is. Morbidly curious is the right term. Is it like super gory? Oh God. Okay. Then. That might not be something I want to seek out then. I think you may have just convinced me. Because if you can't type it out in the YouTube chat, then yikes, it must be bad. Alright, open up chest. Casket time. Let's go. We finally got a casket! Yay! Back to goblin killing. Goblin unaliving. I had to find out if it's actually bad to like say kill or death or dead or corpse or things like that in the title of videos. Because I know on TikTok it's kind of a big deal if you say like death or something within the TikTok itself, but I don't know how YouTube handles that. I've tried to keep like the word kill or the word death out of my YouTube titles because I feel like there is some form of censorship that could happen there, but I truly don't know. The gore is in fact more extreme in episode 1 than in future episodes. Okay. Yeah, gore is something that I kind of have to be prepared for. I'm not super great with it just happening randomly.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our...
All right, goblins, give me another clue.
She'd not been 2 weeks from shore.
I would like another clue, please.
A right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow.
Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Before the boat had hit the water,
Gore implies to see more than blood, but you don't as far as I remember. Okay. I mean, like, the giant blood splatters sometimes kind of get me. Like, when someone just turns into a giant blood cloud, it's a little unsettling to me. Just a little bit. But if it's presented in a way that prepares me for it, then I handle it a lot better. You just finished the Owl House? Ooh, we've got to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it on stream for those who have not seen it. But if you have not seen Owl House yet, please watch Owl House. It is so good. The finale of the series is going to be coming out here pretty soon, supposedly. We don't actually have a date. We know it's in development, but we don't know the date. And I'm very, very excited. Apparently, the voice actor for Luce cried when they finished doing the recording for that episode. And so that makes me very, very nervous, but also excited. But yeah, you gotta let me know what you think. You gotta let me know any theories too. I've got a couple cooking up in my head right now. Your favorite part is how in the antepenultimate episode they make reference to the fact the series got its length cut. Oh, they do that in the episode before the season 2 finale too. I think they also do it in the season 2 finale as well. They are very salty about that. Understandably. Very understandably. There is no reason that show should have gotten cut. But yeah, they absolutely wear their emotion on their sleeve with that. Very salty about being pushed into a vat of salt. I know, right? It's incredible. You did not know there was going to be a more proper finale. You thought that last episode was the last part of the series? No. Season 3 has 3 episodes. So the last episode that you saw was season 3, episode 2. They are going to wrap things up. There's no way they're going to leave it on that heavy of a cliffhanger. D Plus only went to season 2, episode 22. What was the name of the last episode you watched? All right, then. I'm just going to say something. I hate it when people just obviously see someone attacking, fighting goblins, and then just plop a cannon down. Like, well, if you're going to be gone in 2 seconds, why did you drop it on the world? All right, there you go. You are gone. Guy literally just came in, plopped a cannon down with a guy who's actively killing goblins. And I'm like, oh, I'll just hop in 2 seconds. I'm like, no, you find somewhere else. You don't literally plop the cannon down right next to the guy who's doing the thing. So weird. Oh, hey, AP, what's up? Give me a call. Cannon, I'm salty. I can't do anything with it. What am I going to do with a cannon? I already have one. I need cannonballs is the thing. All right, easy clue. Also, let me double check if you sent that episode name in private. What was the name of the last episode you watched, Endorb? I tried to help you out with the Owl House stuff. Because, like, worst case scenario, I'll hop in a call with you and I'll show you season 3, episodes 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure episode 2 is still on their YouTube channel. You don't know the name? Okay. Yeah, because I think episode 2 is still on their YouTube channel. Episode 1, I think, got taken off when they brought it to American Disney Plus. So if you have a VPN and you can change your location to America, that might be the best way for you to find that specific episode. But worst case scenario, if you can't do it, I'll just hop in a call with you and show you those 2 episodes. It'd be fun. I want to rewatch them anyway. So it ends with okay. Yeah, you have not seen any of season 3 yet. We will yeah, I will show you season 3 episode 1 and 2 then. Maybe not tonight. Well, maybe one tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But yeah, no, I'll definitely watch those with you because that's just a fun show. We're talking about Owl House, in case you're curious, AP. Highly, highly recommended. Go watch that show. It is so good. I have so many theories. Another show that is also very, very good that I really, really like and I've definitely talked about on stream before is Amphibia. That is made from a similar crew as Owl House. They are very good friends with each other. And Amphibia is a completely finished series. Very, very good. I have yet to cry harder at the ending of a TV show than I did in Amphibia, though I'm getting a feeling that Owl House is gonna get me as well. I feel like the Waterworks are gonna be very much working on overtime when the Owl House finishes. Spin! Alright, and Apothecary. Are you saying Owl House? Yeah, like the bird. The Owl House. It is on Disney. It is a cartoon. It is very, very fun. Also has a lot of LGBT representation if you are into that. Like a lot of LGBT representation. It's probably the cartoon. It might be the cartoon with the most right now. If there is one that has more, then I don't know what it is. Which I view that as a positive thing. Huh, they're... Oh, I thought those were bows. They're hangers. Interesting. Okay. Wait, hold on. I should probably search this. Gotta have to check it out if you recommend it. Oh, it's great. Yeah, both Owl House and Amphibia are great. And then their predecessor, not a prequel, but a lot of the people that worked on Gravity Falls went on to work on the Owl House and Amphibia. Like Matt Braley, the guy who made Amphibia, he was one of the storyboard, one of the guys in charge of, I can't remember if he was a storyboard artist or a storyboard writer for Gravity Falls. And then Dana Terrace, the person who made the Owl House, is the creator of is the creator of Gravity Falls' girlfriend, Alex Hirsch. So, yeah, two very, very strong people that worked on Gravity Falls have their own shows. So all three of those, Gravity Falls, Amphibia, the Owl House, all three are freaking fantastic. Admittedly, Gravity Falls does show its age every now and then. It is an older show. By older show, I mean like it was running 2012, 2013. I think it ended 2014. So there are a couple of references that are a little dated nowadays, but like that's the least of its like that's the worst of it. All of the other parts of Gravity Falls are absolute beautiful. Prom episode so gay that localization strip cut out the gay. Don't like it for being non-sexical. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's really hard for you to remove the gay out of that episode without it just losing all meaning. But you know, hey, we ship it. This stream and this community is open for everybody, so we approve. So now I'm thinking about things that made me cry recently, like movies and shows and video games that made me cry recently. And I think the one that has had the most profound impact on me was God of War Ragnarok. I think that's the game that I've cried, or the piece of media that I've cried the most at recently is Ragnarok. God, that game is so good. I really want to replay it. I still need to do all the post-game content in that game. I've only played through the main story, did like a couple little extra things afterwards, and then just stopped playing at the time because I had to work on RuneScape in this account. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be playing that again. I want to try and 100% Ragnarok, in all honesty. There are not very many games that I want to complete 100%, but God of War is definitely up there. Rain is the first non-binary character you've ever seen in a show that's as human as the rest of the cast. Yeah, that's a good point too. I don't know of any other non-binary characters in media other than Rain. Rain's awesome. I love them. God, the Owl House just has a cast of great characters. Reldo! Blue. Let's go to Alcarid. Let's see if we're lucky. Are we lucky? We are not. Yeah, I think Lumber's Teleport's probably the best one. God, I really need to find a way to get a Glory Amulet so I can have easier teleports. I need to resume my seaweed runs. I've been slacking on them recently because I ran out of seaweed spores. I need to just spend like an hour underwater just farming seaweed spores. Ida is the first time you remember seeing a show have one of the main characters be an older woman with a disability. Yeah, that's a good point. Ida very much has a lot of the same energy as Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls. I don't know if this is actually like canon or not, because all three of those series take place in the same universe, so they are thinly connected. And apparently one of the connections that Owl House has with Gravity Falls, I don't know if this is actually correct, but apparently Ida and Grunkle Stan were together for a very short amount of time. And then Ida scammed Grunkle Stan out of all of his money and then ran off, which is very Ida. Talking about God of War that came out last January. Was that when it came out? Was it January? It's the latest God of War game that came out. I was a bit late to the party, admittedly. Because there's the God of War that's now on Steam, and that is God of War 2018, which is like the prequel or the setup for God of War Ragnarok. Which I will say, if you haven't played God of War 2018, play it before Ragnarok. Ragnarok will not make sense without it. That's one of the biggest things I can say. They do a very good job of tying both of those stories together. And both of those games, I will also say, are a masterpiece. It is not at all a bad thing to go back and play 2018. It is such a fantastic game. God of War Ragnarok just improves things slightly in just the right areas, and then uses those improvements to tell a fantastic story. First time you saw a video about Owl House, the video creator gushed about how amazing demographics for the show are. Yeah, absolutely. Downloaded off Steam, haven't even loaded it. Yeah, that's God of War 2018. Still, that's a very, very, very fantastic game. Like if God of War is 10, if Ragnarok is 10 out of 10, God of War 2018 is a 9 out of 10. Like, they're that close together in quality that I still think 18 is well worth the play. I'm actually playing God of War 2018 a little bit off stream as well. I have like 4 games I'm playing off stream, just to relax with. I've got God of War 2018 going. I'm working on Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for a side project that I'm doing with a friend. I'm playing Breath of the Wild on Master Mode because I've never done that before, and I wanna have at least a completion of that game before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. And then with Lunar on the side, I'm also playing the Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. There's just a lot of games on my plate right now. Not a bad thing. Too many games, not enough time is never a bad thing. That said, I absolutely am going to stream every minute I play of Breath of the Wild, or of Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I'm so excited for that game that pretty much everything with RuneScape is going to be put on pause until I finish Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe not completely on pause, but the vast majority of content will end up being Tears of the Kingdom when that drops. Recently watched a 100-minute video about themes in Fate and God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. Fate is a very central theme in Ragnarok, so yeah, that makes a ton of sense. With Lunar on the side, same way you'd say if you were making an order at a restaurant. No, not at all. I just mean that, like, on the side, whenever Lunar and I are hanging out, we play Kirby. I'm honestly really happy that I got her into the series, because she's never played a Kirby game before Kirby in the Forgotten Land. And then I played it and saw the ending, and I'm like, oh, Lunar has to play this. And then she played it and saw the ending. I'm like, hell yes, let's do it. So now whenever a Kirby game comes out, I want to play it with her, so she can see the Eldritch Abomination that waits at the end. She has no idea what's happening in Return to Dreamland as well. She has no idea what the ending is going to be like. I've seen, like, Kirby lore videos, so even though I've never played Return to Dreamland Deluxe, or Return to Dreamland, I at least know how it ends. But I'm very curious to see how she'll react to it, because it is a wild ending. Kirby's the top 5 most Lunar series ever. How'd she never play it before? I know, right? That's exactly what I was thinking when she told me she had never played it before. I'm like, oh, this series is right up your alley. It's cute with cosmic horror. It's perfectly Lunar. Have you ever told her about the area names in Return to Dreamland? I have not. Is there a thing with that? Because she's just been like, she'll like see Onion Ocean, and then she'll like she'll have a laugh about that. Does it spell like Magalore or something? It spells something? I'll have to look at it then whenever we finish. Because we're currently 3 worlds in, so we haven't gotten to the final world yet. We're not even at like the second to final world yet. We've still got quite a ways to go. We still have to fight the Onion Ocean boss. Tears of the Kingdom 1 comes out late April or May. Your buddy's hyped about that too. Yeah, it's coming out like first or second week of May. It's funny because it's the game that a lot of people are hyped about, but a lot of people are also kind of pissed off about because it's the first AAA game to cost $70 as the base game. So it's the first AAA game that has succumbed to inflation, which, you know, at some point it was going to happen. Games have stayed $60 for way too long. At some point, they were going to increase in price as well. May 12th. Release date you can never forget. Well, you're a lot better than I am. I completely forgot about that. May 12th. Okay. Yeah, that's super exciting. I cannot wait. God, it's gonna be so much fun. Comes out the day before your birthday. Reason we won't forget. Ah, fair enough. I'm just wondering how much of the same glitches are going to be consistent between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Because if things like wind bombs are a thing in Tears of the Kingdom, where you can just launch yourself with 2 bombs at any given moment, that's going to make Tears of the Kingdom very fun. It's still going to be a super fun game even without that, I bet. But I am very curious on the crossover between glitches between those 2 games. Because it's using the same engine, I'm pretty sure. It looks like it's using the same engine. So I'm wondering if a lot of the same glitches are still present, or if they've somehow found a way to patch them out. Every time it becomes relevant, fair enough. Obsolete to removed, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like, it could be that wind bombs are a thing, but there's never a situation where they're useful. I can't imagine a situation where they wouldn't be useful, but yeah, it could be something like that. I bet you they keep like minor tabs on the speedrunning community as they develop the games, just to make sure that like if there is any particularly game-breaking bug, they patch it. Actually, Metroid Dread had that happen. Mercury Steam, the developers that were involved with Metroid Dread, found out that an invincibility glitch got found and that it wasn't extremely difficult to pull off, so they went and patched it because they were worried that people would stumble upon that glitch during casual gameplay and it would break their file. So there could be something like that going on with Tears of the Kingdom, but we'll just have to see and find out. With the vehicle systems, they could easily make wind bombs only useful until you get a vehicle. That could be true. But even then, like we have a freaking motorcycle in Breath of the Wild. You got the Master Cycle Zero, and wind bombs are still much more useful and faster than the Master Cycle. Hell, even a 5-speed horse, I think, is faster than the Master Cycle. But yeah, it does depend on how strong they make those vehicles. I don't know. I feel like everybody's saying like, oh, it's going to be Breath of the Wild nuts and bolts is putting a little too much credit on how integral the vehicles will be. They'll probably be something that most people will not use unless they absolutely have to. I don't think it'll ever be anybody's first choice of transport, because if you have to like build the vehicle in order to drive it, that's going to add a lot of time to just some travel. So we'll see how that one works. Master Cycle doesn't have jank of entire vehicle building system. That's true. You like nuts and bolts yourself, so you don't mind if they're very important. Fair enough. I never played nuts and bolts. I know it wasn't well received, but I never actually played it. I just more think like if I want to get from the Great Plateau to Hyrule Castle, I'm not going to spend 5 minutes building a car when I can just run, grab a horse that's slightly slower, and then just take the horse all the way there. Or Wind Bomb, or Wiggle Bomb. Like, there are a million other things that I think would be faster than spending, 2 to 3 minutes making a vehicle. But that is my own personal gameplay preference. I tend to get very crackhead and aggressive whenever I play games like that, so I don't like wasting time. Like, I have zero patience for resource gathering in Breath of the Wild. In RuneScape, I do it very easily because that's just a part of the game. You have to have resources. And a lot of times they're very background, or you can get them through fairly passive means. But like active resource collection I'm so bad at that in video games. I'm so bad at that. Gets hated for the exactly the same reasons as Kirby's Epic Yarn. Oh, it's that it's a game that was actually fully fleshed out but has a Kirby skin on it, or but has a Banjo-Kazooie skin on it, and so people hate it because it's not like the other Banjo-Kazooie or Kirby games. That's understandable. That's honestly very understandable. Stares at Minecraft. Dude, you've seen my house in Minecraft. You look at my chests. You know how little I actually have. I am so bad at just mass resource collection. The main reason why Minecraft is okay with me for like getting resources is because I'm exploring caves when I do that. I hate strip mining. Strip mining is the bane of my existence. Nuts and Bolts was in fact a result of logical decision making from people trying to make a Banjo-Kazooie game. So it's not quite like the way that Epic Yarn was, because Epic Yarn was a fully fledged, fully finished game with Prince Fluff as the protagonist, but they decided to put Kirby in last minute because they thought it would sell better with Kirby's name on it. But still, you know, the point of it's not a Banjo-Kazooie game, but it still has the Banjo-Kazooie title on it does make it. I do understand that argument, because that is a very good argument. You know, there's a reason why Zelda 2 is one of the least popular Zelda games. It's because it doesn't feel Zelda. It's a 2D like side-scrolling platformer with random encounters. Yeah, it doesn't feel like Zelda at all, but it is still a Zelda game. Or Triforce Heroes even, though I didn't play much of Triforce Heroes. I never had two friends to play it with. Making Banjo-Kazooie game, we're like, let's make this map bigger. How do we make traversing this big map not tedious? Vehicles, then it went from there. Ah, gotcha. Third CDI game is the least popular Zelda game. Thank you very much. Okay, mainline. We're not counting. Whenever I talk Zelda games, I never count the CDI games. The Zelda CDI games are they're worse than hanging fruit. They're the fruit that has fallen off the tree, is on the ground, and has been rotting for a few days. Like, that's how low for hanging of a fruit the CDI games are. They don't count when we're talking about this. Do you count Link's crossbow training? Is it a mainline Zelda game that appears on the Hyrule Historia? Let's make that specific distinction. Now, understandably, a couple games have come out since the Hyrule Historia, like Triforce Heroes Breath of the Wild, but all of the CDI games and Link Crossbow Training were out when the Hyrule Historia got published, so if they weren't included, they're not canon. Then we go by publishing date on that, and who published it. You published my date? Oh no! Not my date! I can't believe we haven't gotten the champion scroll yet, in all honesty. We've killed 7,162 goblins, and we haven't gotten the 1 in 5k drop rate thing. This makes me nervous for the Dragon Warhammer grind. Though honestly, even if the Dragon Warhammer grind goes this high, it'll be nice because I at least will get some good ranged XP, and I'm also going to be getting a lot of money too. There's another beginner clue. We'll do this one, do a birdhouse run, and then open caskets. Or we'll open caskets, then do a birdhouse run. Like 50% pass odds? Not quite yet. Still have another 300 or so kills to go for that. But yeah, I am starting to be 1.5 times dry, which is not a good feeling. I like 1.3 times drop rate, I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right, new clue. Back to Shantae. I don't want to walk there. We're just going to PvP arena teleport. Speaking of killing goblins, can't see what the new enemies are in TOTK. Oh yeah, I'm curious too. There are a lot of aerial enemies that were getting shown off, so I'm wondering if they're going to be like Kargaroks or something like that. Like the giant bird things from Wind Waker. Oh, I wonder if the Helmrock King is coming back. That would be really cool. I'd like to fight me a big mass bird. This also means that dragons, like enemy dragons, could be a prominent enemy as well, or like a mini boss. That would be really cool to see, because it's got the 3 good dragons with Farosh, Nadra, and Eldin, I think. So or Dinral. So if they end up making like enemy dragons, that'd be really fun. Dark Nuts and Iron Knuckles would be great. They need to add a Dark Nut like enemy. All right, here we go. 4 caskets, or 4 beginner caskets, 2 easy caskets. Let's get lucky. I said let's get lucky. 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 Well, that is a unique. I did ask for a unique, didn't I? Okay. At least the dry streak on uniques is broken. That's wild that I have full monk robes. Full trimmed monk robes. Where's my other one? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've got monk robe top and bottom. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these, though I am keeping the black plate legs. Alright. Next one, let's see what we get. Firelighters, alright, nothing crazy. Oh, we got Zammy robe legs! Okay! Oh, that's really good. Let's go. We have a best in slot mage slot up for quite a while. I don't think these get dethroned until Mystics. That's really good. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Let's go. All right, time to do a quick birdhouse run. That's cool. That was awesome. Not a cape, but still really good. Thank you. Thank you for the GZ. You want your swordsmanship tested? Absolutely. The Lionels are like the biggest challenge that Breath of the Wild has to offer, which I mean, they're good. I like the fact that they're repeatable as well. But after a while, they do get a little stale. Anime variety in Breath of the Wild is a definite, very valid critique. But hopefully with Ganondorf coming back, we'll have some good shit going on. Imagine getting a cape, right? Oh, in case you're wondering, I did paint my nails. Well, I didn't paint my nails. I took Lunar to a mani-pedi place yesterday, so we both got them done. It was very relaxing. Alright, and back we go to the Goblin slaying. Need a mani-pedi sometime in your life? They're nice. They're very nice. They feel great. Alright, now we get to spend another full hour of Goblin slaying. I'm actually going to bring an ammo swap, just in case I need to go to them. Iron arrows will be fine. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Man, Rick and Morty, what a fall from grace that had. It always sucks when people you really like in certain spaces end up being real pieces of shit. Never is fun to watch happen. Because, like, I like Justin Roiland for other work before Rick and Morty. He was in Gravity Falls. He has a cameo in Gravity Falls. And I really liked him in that cameo. But now that character is going to be a little tainted in my mind because of Justin Roiland. No, I guess there's that idea of separating the art from the artist, but man, that's so much easier said than done. Wondering how much the show's going to change, honestly. By some accounts, he was the heart and soul of the show. Others, his contributions were a little more than improv. Yeah, I mean, he co-wrote it with Dan Harmon, so if Dan Harmon is going to keep working on it, then we'll see what Dan Harmon can do. I think Dan Harmon is a very, very good writer. You know, Community was a hit for a reason, and Dan Harmon was a big part of that reason. So I do think that it still is in some good hands, but the changes of him no longer being associated with the show are going to be immediately felt, if not just by virtue that Rick and Morty are going to have different voice acting. Like, that's going to be the most immediately obvious change. How much each season changed compared to last? I stopped after, what was it, season 3? When they, what was season 3? It was when, like, everybody kind of went back to normal and they just told Rick to screw off. That's when I stopped watching. And I don't think it was because I, like, lost interest in the show. I think it was just because the show went back into its development hell. I finished it, I caught up, and then when it came back in, I already had other shows and other things that I was doing, so it just slipped under my radar. That, and also it's kind of one of those shows that is ruined a little bit by its community. There are some bad fandoms out there, and unfortunately I do think that Rick and Morty fandom is one of the bad ones. Definitely one of the bad ones. The Pissmaster episode? About 10% serious? Fair enough. I at least was there for Pickle Rick. I got to see Pickle Rick live. He turns himself into a pickle man. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Nah, the fandom that I will say I admittedly am a little ashamed of having been a part of for as long as I was My Little Pony and the whole Brony fandom. Oh boy, did that sweep my impressionable young mind up right away. I stand by a lot of the things that I do say about that show is that it does have good writing. Lauren Faust is a very, very good showmaker. But I stopped watching after she left the show. And kind of happy I did. It was a fun ride, but not one to repeat. Oh, I forgot to get another dueling ring. Let me do that while I'm out and about on this clue. Father Jean in the Hosidius Church. That is kind of near a church, or that is kind of near a bank, but we're already next to one right now, so I may as well just go in and get it. There are two kinds of Rick and Morty fans, pickle rip copy pasta and high IQ copy pasta. Yeah. Neither of them are good, in my opinion. The high IQ one is just downright insufferable, in my opinion. If you have to go out of your way to tell other people about how smart you are, maybe you should take an inward look at your own intelligence to figure out if that was actually a smart idea. That's just kind of my thought on that. Vanity to me does not lead to intelligence. If you are smart, if you're going to try and prove that you are smart, then do so through acts and through works. Don't do it just by saying that you scored really, really high on an arbitrary test that IQ actually doesn't have anything to do with real intelligence. Which has been proven. Having a high IQ doesn't mean you're smart. It just means that you scored really high on the particular test that they gave you. It can be a good indicator of the kind of intelligence, or it can be a good indicator that you have a good potential, but not the end-all be-all. LP was pretty good until they introduced Starlight Glimmer. Yeah, I left before that one. Speaking of people who think they're really smart, see today's CoffeeZilla video. I have not, though I did see you posted one. I'm very curious about that. CoffeeZilla is good. I like him a lot. Hey, there's another casket. Put money on the line? It's scientifically proven to work? Yeah, no. I've lost too much money through dumb bets to know how that works. My parents like to say that gambling is a tax on those who are not good at math. Or that the lottery, specifically the lottery, is what that was in reference to. Is that the lottery is a tax on those who are not good at math. Everyone you know is someone above average intelligence, don't want to show it. Yeah, like, it's just... You know, it's like, I'm smarter than you. Okay, and? Like, what am I to do with that information? What is anybody supposed to do with that information? You want a medal for it? Like, you saying that you're smarter doesn't mean that you've earned a medal. If that's what you're actually going for. Yeah, nah. Hi, Amber. What's up? Welcome back. You did a study where they compared those offered increased pay for higher IQ results versus those offered first pay. The difference between the groups is about 10 points. They offered flat pay. Wait, okay, so I guess I'm a little bit confused about the premise. What would the difference then between increased pay or flat pay? Because the way that I'm reading it is that if you have a higher IQ, you are going to be paid more overall. So why not just go with that instead of the flat rate? It doesn't make sense. So I think I'm missing some information on that one. Meant pay for doing the IQ test study. Why wouldn't you do that? Get a nice pay raise for doing a study? Yeah, absolutely, I would do that. I don't see a way that it would make me less money than just keeping at the flat rate. Now, if it's something like you either get $500 or you get like 1 cent for the first minute, 2 cents for the second minute, 3 cents for the third minute, and then it keeps going on like that. That one I don't know about, just because I'm kind of bad at those types of calculations, and so I don't know what would end up being the best one. But like, if it's like, okay, you either stay at $20 an hour or you get $24 an hour for doing this IQ test, yeah, I'd absolutely do the $24 an hour. That's a no-brainer. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was trying. I didn't quite understand that was the premise. My bad. My bad. Please. No, I went the wrong direction. Would it be faster for me to teleport? Yeah, I guess. Even then, in that case, I think I would still go with doing the IQ test, just out of morbid curiosity. I'm curious to see what the number would be. I know that it's not something to live by. I know it's not something to really like think about and really analyze hype like in a very close sense. But yeah, I'd do it just for curiosity's sake. Especially if I'm getting paid to do the tests. IQ tests normally you have to pay to do those. They aren't cheap either. So if I'm getting that test for free, oh, hell yeah. People go in the wrong direction. Pokemon Gen 8, man. Dude, don't even get me started on Pokemon. I don't know if you were there on Lunar Stream last week when I went on my little Pokemon rant, but man, Pokemon is in hot water right now in my mind. Though, it's not like my opinion's really gonna sway anything. They sold how many copies of Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, they'll keep getting away with what I'm upset with. The cliff notes for that discussion is that I think that Scarlet and Violet was very, very poor. It needed minimum 1 more year in development, and it also needed probably about 50 more hands working on it. I think that the state that the game was released in was absolutely abysmal. I think that the feature removal that they did between character customization options as well as taking away certain settings was not excusable. I don't know why they did it. I hope they bring it back. And then the fact that they are locking the Battle Tower, which is like one of the best and only repeatable post-game bits of content in any Pokemon game, they're bringing that back as DLC, meaning you have to pay to get something that was in baseline Pokemon games since Pokemon Emerald. And there's something about that I really do not like. And so I may still play some of the spin-off Pokemon games, but at least the main series is... I might not buy another main series Pokemon game. Not unless they can prove that they can do it right. Hell yeah, Amber. If I understand correctly, are you streaming? If you're streaming, what are you doing in my chat? Go focus on your stream. We'll drop by later. But I don't want you to be distracted by my stream if you're trying to entertain your own audience as well. Cult of the Lamb is done. Game is quite hard to commentate over for me. It took too much brain to process what's happening. Yeah, that game looks very, very intense. It does look a lot of fun. I kind of like the cutesy horror art style that some games have. Like Binding of Isaac. That game is very cutesy, but man, are some of those drawings a little dark. You're playing on hard the whole time? That might be it. Come on, attack the goblin. There it is. We're playing on very hard. Is there like is there a mode harder than very hard, or is that it? There's a 4-point difficulty scale. Okay. Congratulations. What? Let's choose 3 out of 4 on those. Fair enough. If there's ever an option that like talks about like the game is meant to be played this way, or this is the difficulty that the game was made around, I like to play those difficulties. So that's like heroic in Halo. If there's any like with God of War, there's give me balance. That's the one I like to play. It's like give me story, give me like easy or something, give me balance, give me a challenge, and then give me God of War. Those super hard difficulty things, though, I feel like are I feel like sometimes they try and go a little too hard. It's fun having to take a bit of extra time to plan around things and go through things like that. It stops being fun whenever one small, tiny, instant mistake kills you in one blow. Hi, Rubber Duck, what's up? Deus Ex Shave Bell. Give me a story, give me a challenge, give me Deus Ex. I wonder if it is based on a similar thing. Hey, there's my hit points level. I wonder if it's based off of a similar thing, or like if I wonder what did it first, let's say. Because I wonder if the original God of Trilogy did that before Deus Ex, or is Deus Ex older than God of War? That's another question. Just working? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, hopefully I can give you a nice little show to help you tune out to and do some work. Got virtual desktop on your VR? Test it out on OSRS? I have a VR headset as well. I haven't thought of doing old school RuneScape on it, but I don't. I don't know how that would go. I rely on my F keys too much. I'd like being able to swap through all my tabs super easily. Deus Ex Human Revolution was like a 2010 game. That's around the same time God of War was. When did God of War come out? Let's find out. Let's see. God of War 1. 2005 is when God of War 1 came out. What about Deus Ex? Deus Ex 1. That came out 2000. So Deus Ex is older. Now the question is, what about difficulty options? And that's a bit too much research for what I'm doing right here. It also could be a situation of like, you know, what if these people came up with these ideas completely independently and only found out later that one did the same thing? Like me and Krillbus, the other RuneScape content creator I've talked about on this channel before. Around the same time that I did my Cape Freak series, he also started a Lord of the Rings series where he's trying to get every ring in the game. Two very, very similar concepts. I never heard of this guy before he started the Lord of the Rings series. So, same idea coming from two different minds, presented in similar ways. Or not Krillbus, Kriibus. That's how it is. It's Kriibus. I think when I first read it, it was Kril. I read Kril instead of Krii, and so I keep on saying Krillbus instead of Kriibus, but it is Kriibus. I don't know if the OG God of War were the difficulties like that either. So, like, a little bit of research to do in both of those games. My entry to the God of War series was God of War 2018. So he already completely wiped out the Greek pantheon by the time I got around. Hey, another easy clue. Getting a lot of easy clues this round. Alright, Lumbered Swamp. Oh, Father Ernie. There's no good way to get there. Guess we're just gonna run. OG Deus Ex and Deus Ex Human Revolution has the most fascinating development parallels you've ever seen. I've never played any game in the Deus Ex series. The only thing I know about it is that there's a guy and he's a cyborg and he does things. What things do we do? You got me, man. I have no idea what he's doing, but I know he's a cyborg or an android. I guess whatever the appropriate term is for being still like alive but having robot parts to you. I think android is the one that's completely robotic, but a cyborg is part organic, part synthetic. All right, Draenor Manor. Okay, cyborg is part. Okay, yeah. So I was right with saying cyborg, unless it's an android. Then in that case, you know, my bad. Androids are robots made to look like humans. That's right. Yeah, because I remember Team 4-Star made a joke about that. Because Android 17 and 18 are based off of humans. Like, they are actual humans that have robot bits in them. So they're not Android 17 and 18. They're Cyborg 17 and 18. And so the Team 4-Star made like a little joke about that. Same thing with Android 16, because he is an android. He's not a cyborg. That's also just Akira Toriyama doing whatever Akira Toriyama does. You like Teen Titans? Oh, Teen Titans great. Oh, that's right. There is a cyborg in Teen Titans. Cyborg in Teen Titans, though, is practically an android. He's got so little organic matter that at that point he basically is like a step away from being an android. He was a cool character, though. I love Cyborg. Cyborg in Teen Titans was so fun. Both games, 6 months before release, had directors look at the game and say, this isn't coming together, it's not working. However, Human Revolution was a bigger production. There were too many people and moving parts involved to reconfigure it the way the original managed to do. Interesting. I'm curious about what's going to happen with Metroid Prime 4. The only reason why I bring that up is because something very similar happened to Metroid Prime 4. Yet instead of like having a release date they were working to, they just decided to scrap it, give it back to the old developers, and see what they can do with it. Sounding a lot like Cyborg's Arc's villain when he says that about him. Okay, am I wrong? He only has like a little bit of skin showing. It's just part of his face. Everything else is covered in robotics. Not to say that he's not human. However, he's like a step away from being completely robot. Let's just fully acknowledge that. Now, granted, we also don't know what's going on under the hood. We can only see the external appearances. But from external appearances, he has like a part of his face and that's it. Even outside of Teen Titans, it's like that too. Like in the Justice League adaptations of Cyborg, same way. He's just got a little bit of his face, his skin. Everything else is fully robot. Got some leg left too. Oh, does he? Outside the show, it's revealed that he's got a good bit of torso left. They covered it with armor for safety reasons. Okay, so yeah, that's the under the hood stuff that I didn't know about. I wonder if he has still like a beating human heart. Pretty much all his internal organs. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Wait, doesn't his head come off in Teen Titans? I could be wrong about this, but I could have sworn there was a bit in Teen Titans where he had his head taken off and he was still able to like talk and stuff. I could be completely misremembering. In fact, I most likely am misremembering. Absolutely still has a human heart, as comic books are talking about, of course. But comic books also like to take a lot of liberties. So, you know, it is comic books we're talking about. Remember a part where he had no limbs? Don't remember if the torso was detached too? Okay. That might be what I was thinking of. That or I'm just like fully mixing up the Owl House. Gotta hit 800 KC in like 2 to 3 days. Oh boy. Oh, Clam, we're still at the grind. Oh, I'm so sorry. You need me to get the seed? Why are you putting this on me? Cut the expressive bits that aren't meant to be literal representations that shows reality. Quite possible the heads come off before it. Fair enough. Because you surely won't go drier than me? Alright, then I won't get this seed just for that. You're going to be just as in the dark of how dry you're going to go as I am. I'm only 4 kills away from 1,000. And I am feeling a bit better about Gauntlet, so I might go back to it on the Iron. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna stop Gauntlet, but man, you're putting a lot of pressure on someone who's 2.5 times drop rate to get the seed. You'll hit 1K in about a week because of days off? Man, I'm slacking. I got too many games on my docket. I don't have time for RuneScape. My Breath of the Wild playthrough is taking a while. Though I'm close to getting the Master Sword. I almost have those 13 hearts. So you go and dry, brings it to a desert, and it wraps you in towels. Yep, that works. That's like you're just nothing's. Oh, you're just sweaty. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. The no life sweaty game chairing is definitely what I'm gonna end up doing whenever I approach that grind on this account. But man, I want to enjoy the time where I'm happy. I want to look back on the time when I was going after beginner clues and going, man, that was wild, huh? Anyway, time to go back to my 5,000th corrupt gauntlet because I still don't have an enhanced crystal weapon seed. Yeah. Yeah, basically. See, I think what it is that Iron Men have a curse. You either get a pet before 1,000 KC, or you get a seed before 1,000 KC. And there is no in between. You either get one or the other, and then once you break 1,000 KC, then that's when you are allowed to get the other. I don't think I've seen a single completed log, with pet and everything under 800 KC. I don't think I've seen a single one. Actually, that might not be true. There could be some on Reddit that are like that. But even then, I bet you the average of logs are not like that. Res 2.2 KC dry is crying. Oh, dude, I don't want to be that guy. See the AK completed on Reddit? Okay, well, that's Reddit. Reddit's insane. Reddit makes me depressed whenever I look at boss KCs. Just makes me realize how unlucky I am. Remington. Did it all 6 armors too? Dang! Wait, he had 6 armors, an enhanced seed, and a pet in 8 KC? Did he... There's no way he had any regular weapon seeds from that. Because at that point, I'd start calling that photoshopped. Because that is literally perfect RNG. Like, you cannot get better RNG than that. And a reg weapon, I call BS at that point. Because I'm pretty sure you only roll those once on each chest, including the pet. Unless you can get the pet as well on... Like, if you can get a pet seed drop, that's the only way I see that that's possible. They're all tertiary? Yeah, but I thought once you got, like, an armor roll, you would not be able to get an enhanced or a regular weapon seed roll. Or a pet roll. You can get multiple seeds in one drop, so like an armor and a weapon and a pet and enhanced. Really? Interesting. Huh. For some reason, I thought that's not how it worked. Okay. Keep Lafay is south of Camelot. This isn't legit for sure. I mean, if it's a picture, you know, the only way you can doctor an image, well, not the only way, but, you know, if the picture is lying, then it has to be doctored, right? And the easiest way to doctor an image is on Photoshop or GIMP or some sort of image editor like that. So that's why my brain went there first. All right, and to Varrock Castle. I had Coif. Black Axe, Ruby Ring. I think I need to get a second Coif, so this will be worthwhile to go grab. Did I throw away all my Ruby Rings, or did I save one? I didn't think to check to see if I needed them for clues. Also a black axe. Where do I get one of those? Are your links not working on YouTube chat? They are not, apparently, and I don't know how to fix that. Send it to me on Discord. God, that's actually disgusting to look at. Oh my god. I hate whoever that person is. It wasn't their fault, but they need to know that I just have a very strong dislike for them. Okay, I need to look up where to get black axes. Black axe. OSRS. And where's the armor dude? There's the armor dude. Give me one of these. Okay, and black axe OSRS. Ooh, you cannot purchase one. Oh, uh-oh. This might be a drop, actually. We're gonna have to check to see if I happen to hoard one in my bank, like a little gremlin. But if I did not, this is a drop. That's unfortunate, because the only other way to get these is by doing Shades of Morton. And I'm not stopping this for Shades of Morton. No, it's not reasonable. I'll just get it from another, because the other way to get it is through clue caskets. So I'll just get it through clue caskets. I just have to remember that a black axe is necessary. Yeah, people like that with RNG at Gauntlet make me very depressed. I know there's no way to play this game wrong like that, but it makes me feel like I'm playing this game wrong. Crap, that is a drop on that clue. That's really unfortunate. The black axe is what killed that clue. That sucks. Okay. Unless there's a spawn that I didn't see. Let me double check. Yeah, no spawns for it. So the options are Abyssal Demons, which I can't kill. Feral Vampires, which are level 61, and I really would rather not do it for a 1 in 42 chance. Easier Beginner Caskets. Black Demons or Greater Demons. Or sorry, Black Demons or Greater Abyssal Demons. Skeleton Fremenic, which are also very strong. And also not accessible because I have to do part of a quest that I don't have access to yet. And then other than that, Shades of Morton. And it's like a 100 drop rate per chest. So, sorry for dropping that clue. I hope you understand why. Because there's no way I am going to do that clue without a black hatchet. There's no way. The ruby ring is fine, but that black axe turned out to be a lot bigger of an ask than I expected. For lesser abyssal demons, I do too. They're nicer. They don't teleport as much. It sucks because, like, it's not impossible to get, but it will fully derail the stream for me to go and grind out a single black axe for an easy clue. I'll just get it through the caskets. I'll get it passively. I just have to remember to not throw them away. How many have I gotten, actually, from beginner and easy clues? I'm curious now. Alright, so out of... Let's just look at beginner clues first. Out of 141 beginner clues, I have gotten... Oh, wow. I actually haven't hit the black axe drop yet on the beginner clues scrolls. Okay, what about on easy clues? I've hit 5 on easy clues. So, yeah, I'll be getting them. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll be getting another one later on. There could be one in this casket right here. Please explain my reasoning in the form of a time estimate. Could probably take 30 minutes to an hour if I'm unlucky to get a black axe. Which, in that time, I could get another, like, 3 easy clues. Just not worth it time-wise. Whew. Wave of tire hit me. I should be able to last another hour, but I am just kind of realizing that, yeah, I have to readjust to that new sleep schedule, so body's a little sleepy. Please give me another clue. Please give me another clue. New sleep schedule, you say? It's only slightly changed, so I don't know why I'm this tired. But yeah, I'm going to bed about an hour or so earlier, just because new schedule means that I work a little bit earlier in the morning. Hi, Nisenti, what's up? Hope you're having a good day. We just out here killing goblins. Give me another clue scroll, please. There it is. Alright, to Varrock. So I did mention this a little bit earlier on in stream, but I just wanted to say it again for those who weren't here to hear it. Tomorrow's stream might be a little weird. I plan on, at the moment, right now, I plan on playing more RuneScape. But tomorrow is Lunar's birthday. So if she is doing a birthday celebration on her stream and she wants like people to join in and be a part of it, then I will also be joining in on the festivities. And if that happens, then I will go ahead and make sure that I bring you all over to her channel so that way we can all hang out together. But just wanted to give you all a heads up just in case that is how tomorrow is going to play out. Okay, good. It's not all the way in Draenor Manor. Let's see, how much is the Explore emote? What was this? 600 beginner clues. How close am I to that? $141. I am almost a third of the way to the emote. Oh no. I hope I don't get the emote before I get the capes. That would be really depressing. Yeah, it will be fun. If she is going to be playing something, it'll probably be like Mario Party, maybe some Splatoon. I don't think we're doing Mario Kart. Mario Kart we're all gonna play on her channel on Thursday. But yeah, it'll be just some fun stuff. I think what she might do is just play some Pokemon Infinite Fusions. That's been her thing that she's been playing recently. But I don't know if she wants to do something a little special because it is her birthday. Thank you. Alright, got that casket. Time to kill more Gobos. None shall escape my wrath. When do I unlock magic birdhouses? 74. While we kill these, I'm going to look up and see if there's a good way to get you logs. Other than just chopping them down. Okay. Yep, so you trees. Angry Barbarian, Berserk Barbarian, and Enraged Barbarian Spirit can drop 1. Let's look at what can drop multiple. Because a lot of these are really high level. Okay. Zulrah Mole KBD. The chests in... Okay, so yeah, it looks like the chests in... Freaking, why can't I think of it? Coffin Place. Shades of Morton. Those chests give you logs. Revenants. Not doing Revenants. Okay. Yeah, there really aren't very many. Bro, come on. Seriously? Alright, we're hopping worlds. Apparently this world is being taken by cannons. Alright, so what I'm getting is that at the current moment, since I don't have a way to do much bossing, it is going to be best for me to just chop trees. Which, that's fine. It's another AFK thing. Winter minigame? Oh yeah, Winter Dot. Forgot about that guy. Is there any reason to go there post 99 other than the logs? Oh, I have no ammo. Let's fix that. I don't have the Phoenix. I could do solo stuff. Yeah, solo Winter Dot would be a good idea. Thanks for the shout, Isaac. Now, emote freak? There's no cape for getting all emotes yet, so hopefully we won't have to do that. Plus, I'm pretty sure I can't get all emotes. I think there's 1 or 2 that I just flat out don't have the option. Yeah, relic unlock. Need a tier 3 Relic Hunter outfit stand in my house. This is time gated by a thing called leagues. So until the next league, I cannot get this. Same thing with any league-related recolors for capes or league capes. I can't get those until Jagex decides to run another league, which we don't know about yet. Leagues 4 is yet to be announced. Hopefully it'll happen this year. It's been like a year and a half without a league. Could do a Winter Todd if you want. You're going for 1500 KC at 1015 currently. That's a good shout. I'm not in dire need of vlogs yet. They are something I'm going to need in the future here, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing duo Winter Tot. You just have to teach me on how to do it. I imagine the strat is not much different than solo, but just on the off chance. I know Real's talking about the skill issue joke. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was a great time. Chat really helped out with that joke. Well, I appreciate you dropping by and checking it out live. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've gotten to all the chill music now. I'm starting to get sleepy. Still got another hour though, so we're powering through. Gotta get more clues. Gotta get more capes. I really want another cape. Is that so much to ask? It is. It's a lot to ask, actually. So I don't think we're going to be hitting 150 beginner clues tonight, but we are definitely going to hit 145. Actually, I don't know. We might be hitting 150 tonight. There's a good chance. I need to get another 6 beginner clues in order for that to happen. Is it in the cards tonight? Probably. I wish there was a way for me to like show you my current goblin kill count on screen. Just so you can see how many have been slain. Right now the count is up to 7,454 goblins. You gotten 122 beginner clues off these guys, 53 easy clues, no champ scroll yet. That's partially why we're still here. The moment I get a champion scroll, I'm going to move to the hill giants that are down over by Kovac. Because they also have a pretty nice chance to drop beginner clues, have higher health, so that way I can actually get more training off of them, and limper roots. Plus also their champ scroll. I'm really hoping the champion cape grind doesn't take too long. There are some parts of it that can get pretty brutal. The part I'm most worried about is the Earth Warriors, just because that's only in the wilderness. So, if I still have my hardcore status by the time it gets to the champion cape, could be where I lose it. Though honestly, I get a feeling I'm going to lose it a lot earlier. I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm not going to make it to Quest Cape with the hardcore status. I think I'm going to get killed in the wilderness when I do my Team Cape rounds. At least I know what to do last. Yeah. Well, the way that it goes, if I get the team capes from the easy clues, so team cape I, X, or 0, I have to go through and get every single team cape one at a time in number order. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and so on and so forth. Which means that I have to complete a full, like, 6 laps of the wilderness. So that's why I'm making that one a little bit harder. Put a little artificial difficulty on it for the content. What's my goal for today? I am going for beginner clues because I still need the shoulder parrot and the shoulder parrot and the jester cape. So that's why we're out here killing goblins. And yes, I do have a cannon, but it is way too expensive for me to use at this level. So that's why we're just going at it with bow and arrow. What's the drop rate? 1 in 64. So technically, we're actually over drop rate by quite a... Or, not over. We're under drop rate by quite a bit. Because we've gotten 122 out of... Let's just round up, say 7,500 goblins. So I think that's better than 1 in 64. So I can't complain. But I will complain by the fact that the capes are a 1 in 90 for any cape in the beginner clues. And I've done 141 of them and haven't gotten a single one yet. I will complain about that. 1 in 180 is the drop rate for any cape. Actually, technically it's 1 in 360. But beginner clues average at around 2 rolls per casket, so 1 in 180 to make the math easy. Your clan will help protect me in the wildy? Oh no, they can. They definitely will. But at the same time, things can happen. You know, someone could respond to my clan with a clan of their own. Or I could just have it to where none of my clanmates are available. A lot of things that could get in the way of that. Maybe I should probably start to like tank test and do a little bit of tank preparation. Just so that way if I am put in a situation where I need to do a bit of tanking, I'll be able to. Come on, give me another clue scroll. We're about time. It's about time for one. Hey, there we go. Ask you shall receive, right? Alright. Let's see what we get here. Cook of Lumbridge. Oh, then after this, we have to go do a real quick birdhouse run. Just gotta kill that goblin just in case. Nothing. Okay. Iron Dagger, alright. Charlie's still not sure what you're going to do with this, but we'll give one to you anyway. In fact, I'll buy one for you. Here you go, Charlie. Here's an Iron Dagger. Don't do any crimes now. Cowfield, nice. Nice and easy. Actually, I think I'm gonna Lumpy teleport. I think that'll be a little faster. What number do I open chests on? I do them every hour. So before I do a birdhouse run, I'll be opening these chests. So actually, right after we finish this clue, I'll be opening up the caskets. And then we'll be going for another hour. And then once it hits the end of stream, I'll open the caskets, do a last little birdhouse farm run, and then end off stream. Man, I didn't realize how many cows were up here. There are really a lot. Okay. Alright, 4 beginner clues, 3 easies. Let's see what we get. Remember to keep a black axe if I get one. Wow, we got another one. That's a back-to-back. Okay. Alright. Luck ran out. That's alright. We got another Zammy kit. Alright, so the uniques are pouring in again. Okay, so we got 2 uniques out of that. That's kind of fun. I mean, we've already gotten them, so they are dupes, but still kind of fun that we got 2 unique items. All right, let's see if the easy clues are going to be nice. Keep the black axes. Ooh, we got our first Gothics page. We got our first prayer book page, actually. We've not gotten one of these yet. Let's go. Okay, and then... Oh, we got the Master Scroll book. Oh my god, that's so good. That's actually super good. Okay, I'm very happy now. Let's go to Castle Wars. Let's bank our winnings. That's actually like, I'm very happy about that. So the Master Scroll book, if you are not familiar, the way that this works is that here, let me stick this page here. I need to organize this tab. The way that the Master Scroll book works is that, you know how you get all these little scrolls from doing treasure trails? Yeah, they just kind of take up bank space and not really do too much, but they're fairly useful teleports. Well, what you can do is you can use all of these on the Master Scroll box. And so now whenever you want to use one of these teleport scrolls, you just have one inventory slot that you can open up and have all of them available to you right here. Such a nice quality of life thing, at least for saving bank space. So really, really happy I got that. Let's go. Let's go. I don't even have that on my normal iron. Jealous and Iron Man for GZ. Yeah, no, it's a great item. Unique items, dupes. You think languages failed somewhere in this set? Unique to beginner clues, but not to me. Sorry, group Iron Man, 2 days in, 5-man group. You want? Oh yeah, it's great. It's real good. You can get them from everything above beginner, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure beginner clues don't give them. But the best way to farm easy clues is ham members. So once I get to that point, that's where I'll be doing it. And ham members are also a really good place to get the prayer book scrolls and blessings as well. So I'm surprised we haven't gotten a blessing yet, actually. We've opened up 57 easy clues and I still don't have a blessing. Oh, hey, we got another beginner clue right out the gate. Let's go. All right, we get to start off doing another beginner clue right away. Love seeing that. The ruby ring, it is not. We dropped the banana seed. Okay. Wait, why did I drop the sapphire ring? Those are actually useful. Get that back. Okay, now we're good. Carrying warps without a plan actually viable. Oh yeah. Whenever there are like bingos that come up where like, all right, find me in this area, and it, like, just shows a little screenshot of a part of the map. The Master Scroll book is like one of the best items for that. It's such a niche use case scenario, but I don't know. It's nice. Maybe I'll do a bingo at some point. 1,000 subscriber bingo. That'd be fun. Imagine playing this game without dropping items. Ooh, without dropping items would be tough. You'd run out of bank space really quick. Alright, where is this beginner clue taking us? Let's go talk to Charlie. I don't like how he said that. I really need an iron dagger. Why does he really need an iron dagger? Like, why is it that important for him to get an iron dagger? Endorf just created a new Settled series? He really did. Or she really did. My apologies. She really did. I'm so bad at that. I've known Endorf for so long that I keep on accidentally messing up. Okay. Stab someone? Yeah. That'd absolutely be why they have it. But yeah, Endorp, if you haven't seen a person named Settled, they do really crazy series ideas in that vein. Like the most recent one that they're doing is RuneScape, but you only have one inventory slot, and that is it. Which comes up with some pretty unique challenges. For example, one of the unique challenges is that if you want to buy something from a shop, you have to have the exact amount of GP to buy it. And if you have any more, then you don't have enough inventory space to get the item. And you can't drop specific amounts of coins. You either drop all of them or you keep all of them. So, yeah, it's a super interesting series. I think you'd get a kick out of it. Well, that's good, at least. I'm glad that I'm at least better. I hope I catch it every single time I say it. I always feel really bad misgendering you, but yeah, I hope that I'm at least good at catching and correcting it whenever it happens. Yeah, like, it's a lot. It's a very interesting way to see, like, how far someone could push the game, but it's definitely not a way that I would play it. Like, I don't even think I'll ever play a UIM. I'd have to get pretty bored with this account before I start a UIM. But, yeah. Those game types are insane. Like, actually insane. Login screen only hardcore Iron Man. I'd watch that. We can count how many times the theme loops. Welcome to my World of Warcraft locked Ultimate Iron Man, where I just play WoW. Everyone getting tests at Wintertime, everybody but you? Ah, don't worry about it. I'm in the same boat here, man. This is my Wintertot log. Still Phoenixless. I haven't done enough Wintertot, though, to warrant complaining about it, so... not really that big of a deal. Seen 14 pets in the last hour? Wow. That's crazy. People are hitting the lottery tonight. I'm actually kind of curious. What does my collection log look like for beginner clues? That's not bad. I'm only missing 5 items, 2 of which being the ones I need. Am I gonna finish the log to get these capes? Is that what's gonna happen? Am I gonna finish my beginner clue log before I get all those capes? That's unlucky. That is very unlucky. Alright, how far are we from 150 beginner clues? Okay, so I need to get 4 more beginner clues in order for me to hit 150. Hopefully I get them tonight. So you got all capes early, but you wanted to get logs because Chad. You know, fair enough. Just turn this into a task account halfway through and just deal with the fallout later. A task account would be interesting. The only issue is that it's not unique. I wanna make unique series, or I wanna make something that's like a newer idea, something that no one's done before, which is why all capes is a thing. Nobody has all capes in this game. At least no Iron Man has all capes, I'm pretty sure. So I wanted to be the first. You love the beaver, but you blame the beaver on your RNG. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, you should. I'm honestly really, really happy that they're talking about a recolor for the beaver pet with a forestry expansion. Like, that's a pet that needs a recolor. It has nothing going for it. Even the heron has a recolor, but the beaver has nothing. Hey, there's an easy clue. Let's hope I don't have to drop this one. Urban. Oh, no, Stronghold. Okay. Talk to this random NPC you've never heard before. He'll give you a car. You know, that actually did remind me. There is something that is missing in this game that I kind of wish was in RuneScape. Mounts. There are no mounts in this game. Not a horse, not a dragon, nothing. It's kind of wild. I feel like riding a horse would be a really cool thing in this game. But there's no mounts. Nothing. Good way to get law runes as an iron? If you don't fear death, then Mage Bank. If you do fear death, however, then do the feud and do the Sudoku puzzle. That gets you the law runes. They're a little more pricey, but they're at least safe. But yeah, if you don't care about dying in the wilderness at all, yeah, Mage Bank all the way. Mage Bank is consistently the cheapest. It's called agility. Yeah, that is I guess agility is the mount. Man, I wanted to ride a horse. Why am I not allowed to ride a horse? I want to be able to live out my medieval fantasies. Ride into battle on horseback, screaming, "Ah!" That's how it goes, right? That's what a battle cry sounds like. I've never done one before. It's exhilarating. Honestly, the thing is, like, horses are alright. They're like the most basic mount, though. The kind of mount that I would want in a game like this, where magic and monsters are real. I want to ride a dragon. I want to tame a dragon and just fly it around. That'd be the coolest thing ever. That's what your friend is requesting? Yeah. Yeah. New skill unlocked, horseback riding. That's the new skill. Change pets to mounts. That'd be awesome. Oh my god, imagine like the General Grardor pet giving you a piggyback ride. Or just riding the crocodile from TOA. This plods along. This needs to be a thing now. Oh my god, this needs to be a thing. Screw sailing, screw like whatever they're thinking of doing for the new skill, horseback riding. We have to have it. Surf on Croc. Oh my god, yes. For all the bird pets, you're just clinging onto it for dear life. Alvarg. Oh my god, yes. It could be paired with hunters, so you have to have a high hunter level to get the really cool mounts. Give hunter a little bit more of a use, because once you hit 70, there's literally no reason to train the skill unless you want to do herbivore. She wants mounts. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I'm all for that. I am all for that. That'd be so much fun. Yeah, even RS3 doesn't have mounts. It's just like a thing that teleports have kind of made not a concern whatsoever. RS3 is not good. It's different, but I wouldn't say it's not good. I do enjoy it. It's just different. You can't view it like old school RuneScape. Shrink us down to mouse size, riding cats and dogs. Dude, I wish they brought dogs back in this game. Because you can get a cat, and when summoning got introduced, you could get a dog. But we can't have dogs in this game, and I want a dog. I'm much more of a dog person than I am a cat person. That's partially due to the fact that I've never grown up with a cat, because everybody in my family is allergic, except me. And my sister. Unless she is allergic and she just is an absolute trooper for owning several cats. Soldier 2 party hats never look back. Yeah, fair enough. Listen, it's just due to allergies. I'm sure if biology in my family were a little different, we might have had a cat. But dogs. We've always had big dogs too. The kind of dog that I have right now is an Old English Sheepdog Poodle mix, and she's a big girl. She's like 60 pounds, I think. Not at all tiny. Very much has the ability to push me off the bed whenever she happens to sleep up in my room. R3 is cheating teleport wise if you turn it on. Yeah, that lodestone network. On one hand, really nice quality of life. On the other hand, might be a little too free. It's always the big dogs that think they're lap dogs. Oh, absolutely. The gentle giants are my favorite. Same thing with the goofballs. Even better if it's a goofy giant. I used to have a Labradoodle and an Old English Sheepdog as well, and both of those dogs were lap dogs. They were 80 pounds each, but boy, did they think they were 8 pounds each, because they would just try and crawl all over you. It also kind of goes with my theory too that all dogs have the same amount of energy allocated to them at birth. However, the size of the dog depends on how they use that energy. Big dogs, super chill. Will get goofy and fun and will have a great time whenever they need it. But for the most part, they're very relaxed. Tiny dogs are like a little lightning bolt going around the house. Just can't sit still. Just go absolutely ballistic at the drop of the hat. I feel like I'm not the first one to have made that observation. I probably got it from like a comedian or something. I know for sure I'm not the first one to think of that. Barry used to rip up carpet some days. Yeah, Lunar's dog likes to rip up the carpet a lot. So whenever they go out of the house, because he's got real bad separation anxiety, they have to put him in a real big cage so he doesn't tear the house down while they're out. Kinda sucks, but he can't manage his anxiety, so cage. Rip up the carpet as an absolutely sprint. Ah, gotcha. Did I miss an easy clue? No, I did not. Okay, we're fine. Man, it's really not wanting to give us clues this hour. I've only gotten 2 so far, and one of them was from the birdhouse runs. Give him a Xanax. Yeah, they make Xanax for dogs. I know they make CBD for dogs, but that... I don't know about that one. Would like a little more research. Not opposed to it, I just... don't know how it reacts with a dog. True. Very true. At the same time as well, though, it is not my dog, so not my call to make. I can suggest it, though. The dog becomes best friends because you're his plug. Oh god. I'm sure they sell that stuff at like PetSmart. If not, then like the lightest of doses from like actual CBD. But yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know enough to start thinking about those types of judgment calls. Because the worst thing that happens is that I could hurt the dog, and that's a really bad worst thing that can happen. So, not gonna test it. Canine Benoids. Because, like, I don't want it to be like a chocolate or a raisin situation where they're totally fine for humans to consume. But whenever it comes in contact with a dog, it is insanely poisonous. I just want to avoid that type of a situation. I'm sure it's not that way because I've heard of people giving CBD to dogs before. But, again, not my call to make. Wouldn't be comfortable making that call on my own dog. I'd look for other options. Or talk to a vet before I did that. Your dog just hits the bog, just goes straight up in. I appreciate it. I appreciate a dog that just goes all in. Fido's coughing in the other room. It took a big one. Get his food bowl ready. He's about to come looking for munchies. You don't even smoke is the thing? Oh yeah, no, it's just funny. I reference my girlfriend Lunar a lot. She's never smoked a day in her life, but she will make so many weed jokes. To the point where you kind of start to question if whether or not she has smoked or hasn't smoked. She's definitely hasn't. But man, she knows a lot for someone who hasn't. He got there on his own time. Yeah, it just, my dog went out. I let my dog outside to go use the restroom. When he came back in, he brought in a bong at an 8th? What's happening? Alright, another easy clue. Let's see where we go here. We can do that. Bronze dagger, iron full helm, and a gold ring. I think we are going to need to head over to Varrock. We need to go to Varrock at least for the dagger and the helmet. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have those. You have friends who have some now, I'm not sure how it works for them. Yeah, see that's the thing. There's just too many unknowns that make me a little uncomfortable with going that route. It could be something that's great. It could be something that's really bad. Or it could be something that does absolutely nothing. But am I willing to make that risk? Not quite. Okay, I think I need just 1 for the dagger, 2 for the helmet. Let's actually take a look here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we do need this. All right. So we're gonna make 1 full helm. Then, oh, not that. And then 1 dagger. Then we're going to need the 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Need this. I need this. And then I need this, and where's the saw? 2 planks and 10 nails. All right. 1 ring to rule them all. Oh, so it's been really cool. I've been recently reading through the Prose Edda, which is a book by Snorri Sturluson. It is the basis for almost all Norse mythology. There's another book that makes up the other half of it, which is called the Poetic Edda. And the Prose Edda talks about some really interesting things. For instance, it talks about dwarves and the names of dwarves in Norse mythology. I found out that like 60% of the dwarf crew from The Hobbit are names that are found in Norse mythology, including Gandalf. I didn't know that Gandalf was from Norse mythology. That was really, really cool to learn. And then another thing that I found out is that the idea of a ring being super precious that people don't want to part ways with it to the point where they do violence to get the ring, that's based off of an old story about Norse mythology where Loki, Odin, and I think Thor killed an otter that happened to be brothers of this family, and so to pay off the debt, the father of the guy that they killed was like, all right, you're gonna have to go and you're going to have to get enough gold to fill up my dead son's skin and also cover it. Really weird request, but I guess that's a lot of gold. And so Loki went to go fix the gold because he kind of started the problem because he's Loki. And when he went to go get the gold, he found another dwarf by the name of Andvari. And he threatened Andvari to give him all the gold, and Andvari would give him everything except for a ring, which was very precious to him. And so Loki pushed him and eventually got the ring, but Andvari said that whoever held the ring would be doomed to die. And so Loki's like, well, that's not my problem. I'm giving this to some poor asshole here. So he gives it to Odin to give to the guy. Odin initially decides to keep the ring, but there was like a whisker on the otter skin that wasn't covered by gold. And so Odin had to give up the ring in order to cover the whisker. And so after the gods all left and the family was left with this golden otter skin and this one ring, a fight breaks out, and it all happens to be because of the one ring. And so it's really, really cool seeing that a lot of the groundwork for the Lord of the Rings is in Norse mythology. And the Prose Edda and Poetic Edda and like Norse mythology in general, I believe, is credited by Tolkien to be a large part of the inspiration for his stories. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that. That was really cool. I read that story literally today, and I'm like, wow, my mind is blown. For the poll. Oh, yeah, for mounts, yeah. For a small town, pop 5K, church football rule, go Bulldog. You know what a book is? Oh, man. Can teach you how to run a badass offense and defense and some football. Fair enough. No, I just really like Norse mythology. The God of War and God of War Ragnarok really got me like into it. Like I've always been like mildly interested with it before because of Marvel and like Marvel's Thor and stuff like that. But then God of War came out. I started getting really into it, especially because the lore that they present in God of War is not too dissimilar from the actual mythology. There are some things that they changed just to fit Kratos and Atreus into the story. But yeah, like God of War and the way that it told the Norse mythology got me really into it, and so I started reading the actual sources. And oh boy, did I find some fun things. Can't spell or read though. Fair enough. Whenever I type super fast, spelling goes completely out the window. Why am I back here? I'm not done with this yet. Okay. Man, I got completely distracted there. Okay. We are going to Port Sarim. But hold the spacebar your whole life? That's a mood. That is this game. Spacebar Simulator, the game. It's old school RuneScape. Excuse me. That was a weird hiccup. Ah, I heard. Oh god, I have 5 law runes left. I need to restock. I did not realize how bad my my stash was. We'll grab some when we go and get our next clue. Spacebar Simulator sounds like a fun game. Giving drinks to aliens and stuff. Ooh. I get it. A space bar simulator. Just got into RS. Didn't work first go, but this time I told her it's just Sims, and now she's going down the rabbit hole. Maybe I should put that strat in. Because I tried introducing Lunar to RuneScape, and all she wanted to do was kill goblins, and then she got bored because all she did was kill goblins. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get her into the game. I've tried using cats because you can get a cat with Gertrude's cat. I've tried like showing her the weird holiday event stuff, but nah, just not her kind of a game. Which is very, very fair. RuneScape is not for everybody. In fact, if you can stay away from ever playing this game, good. Save yourself before it's too late. It's too late for me, but it's not for you. It feels superior now that you said that. Oh, Endorm, I'm gonna get you to play this game one way or another. Run! Run away! Do not fall for the game's demonic clutches. It will pull you in and will not let go! You do need a 100 followers special? Hey, there you go. Not a phone kind of guy, so she has an account to keep tabs on you. Fair enough. I'm not gonna lie. I used to at one point, because I had a manager at one of my old jobs that played RuneScape too. Whenever we worked from home and I happened to be on the clock and was AFKing something at RuneScape, I turned private off so that way he couldn't know if I was online. Oh, it's a horrible thing to admit, but it absolutely is true. I covered my tracks as best as I could. Yeah, let's do Monastery Teleport. Suitcase Simulator, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, or Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Oh, yeah. Man, I didn't look at where I clicked. Okay. I'm honestly still, like, really sad about the Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Those games had such high potential, but they got squandered so bad. The best part about the game is that it actually has, like, a really competitively built Elite Four. That's about as far as the nice things go for that game. Everything else, like the originals, did it better. Which is really sad to say. Fair enough. Very fair, Endor. How's that new job going, by the way? Have you started it yet, or are you still, like, onboarding? Pokemon's a money sink, so you just stick with a trading card game? A trading card game is more of a money sink. Starts the 16th. Got it. I used to play the Pokemon trading card game, though. That was fun. That was a ton of fun. I tried to get into it a bit more during college because I wanted a card game that wasn't Magic to play. Because Magic is sometimes fun, but boy, when the people get sweaty in Magic, they get really sweaty. And it's very, very difficult to enjoy playing Magic against someone who is just spends $100, $200 on a deck. It's really difficult to enjoy playing against that. So I tried getting into Pokemon, but then found out that power creep hit Pokemon trading card game really, really bad. And so at the time I wanted to get in, your deck had to have a Zoroark level X, or you were not competitively viable. Like, you had to have that one card, or you weren't viable. And man, that was really unfortunate to hear. I hope that that's not the case anymore, because it's been a few years. But yeah, I remember being very disappointed when I heard that. Power creep is scary. That can kill a card game instantly. I say instantly. It's a slow burn kind of thing. You never notice power creep, but once it happens and once you see it, things are numbered. This game, actually, Old School RuneScape, is seeing some power creep kind of rear its nasty head. Especially with the Void Waker and a couple of the other items that they've introduced in the game recently. It's been a little scary seeing how those have been working. You just know what you're getting into. You guys keep wishing for the new Pokemon. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, though, the new Pokemon end up coming to the card games eventually. Like, I'm sure they're working on Scarlet Violet Sun in Japan right now. Unless the card games are now global releases all the time. I'm pretty sure Japan used to get them first. Back in the day. Back in my day. Like 15 years ago when I played Pokemon, there used to be gym challenges. I'd go to a place, I'd go to a card shop called Dale's Cards and Comics. I'd play Pokemon there. I'd eat ice cream. It was the best. They had a case of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I kept on looking at Exodia because they had all 5 pieces, and like being like, man, that game would be interesting to play. Then went back to Pokemon. That is true. That is true. Sometimes they really drag their feet about those nerfs, like they did with the blowpipe. Personally, I think the blowpipe should have been nerfed way before it actually did get nerfed, but it does eventually get nerfed. It's time to rule. Yeah, hashtag blowpipe. Rip blowpipe. I never got to use it at its pre-nerf potential. I couldn't afford it on my main account before it got nerfed, and I didn't get the opportunity to actually get a blowpipe of my own on my iron before the nerf went through. So I completely missed out on that. I'm a little sad, but at the same time, it's fine. $150 deck is considered a budget deck. Yeah, that's too much. That's way too much. I don't want to spend that much money on cards that are gonna be out of season within the next 4 months. Which is why things like Commander and stuff like that, or like Magic with Commander and Pauper and things like that are really, really nice. But like, if you want to keep with like the competitive meta and all that stuff, it's just such a huge money sink. Let's play that in VR. Now, true. Nowadays, you only play the game of Pokemon on your GameCube, N64, GBA, Game Boy Color. Fair enough. Honestly, like the DS games, if you want to include those into your library, the DS games are really good. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'm not a big fan of these, but Black and White, Black 2, White 2, a lot of people really, really love. I really only saw the downhill start with the end of Gen 5. Because once they introduced Gen 6, I'm pretty sure that's when Pokemon as a franchise, quality-wise, has started to go downhill. Monetary-wise, and just as the presence of the franchise is right now, it's incredible. It's only gone up. But quality of the game started to take a dip after they jumped to 3D from 2D. Yu-Gi-Oh! Still relevant? Yeah, man. It's still got a following, still got a pretty good crowd. I don't know what kind of new things they're making for it, but I do know it still is prevalent. Andor will be able to tell you a lot more about that, considering that she plays. Man, this second round of clue hunting, or not second, this third round of clue hunting really has not been giving me anything good. A little sad. Time Rending Morganite. That sounds insane. What a name of a card that is. Main effect of it, you have almost everything, anything Pokemon. Most of the DF games have been played but now shelved. Fair enough. Main effect of it. For the rest of the duel, the following effects are active. You cannot activate monster effects from the hand. You draw 2 cards during draw phase. You can normal summon twice each turn. Interesting. X and Y, Omega Ruby and Sapphire and Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Virtual Console for Gen 1 and 2. Yeah, I liked X and Y. I liked Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I was not a fan of Sun and Moon. they're okay games. I just didn't enjoy them when I played them. I liked the story, but after the story ended, my enjoyment of the game kind of ended as well. Sword and Shield I freaking hate. I do not like Sword and Shield whatsoever. The DLC saved that game. And only the second DLC, in my opinion, saved that game. The first DLC was okay, but the second DLC is what brought that game back into relevancy. But base game Sword and Shield is the worst in the series. Like I do not apologize for that take. It's the worst in the series. And Scarlet and Violet was okay, but it's an unfinished game. It's also the first card to let you normal summon twice without excluding you from stacking it with other effects, so you'll be able to normal summon 3 times in one turn. Interesting. Didn't use more than 3 hand effects anyway, so okay. A lot of those card names I have straight over my head, but I'll take your word for it. 3D eShop and Wii U Shop shut down the 27th of this month. I need to buy Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass on my Wii U. Because I think after those go away, the only way I have to play it is the emulator. My Wii U is already modded, so I don't need to worry about getting Brain Age. But, yeah. For those not familiar with that particular sentence there, one of the best ways to mod a Wii U and to homebrew a Wii U is to get a modding software called Haxchi. It's a Haxchi. But Haxchi requires something for it to be loaded onto and launched. And one of the best games to do it with is Brain Age, because it's super cheap and really, really lightweight. And you can just put it on your Wii U, load Haxchi onto it, and so every time you launch Brain Age, it launches Haxchi, and you go into Haxchi and you can use your homebrew tools. I'm wondering what the most prevalent method for homebrewing a Wii U is going to be once that goes away. Just 2 card names? I don't know what the cards do. That's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know the cards. So saying the card names doesn't help me. It just makes me more confused because I don't know what cards you're referring to, other than the card name. But I don't know the effect, I don't know the artwork, I don't know like when I would use it, what it would do. There's a lot of background information that I just don't know with that stuff. So I can't provide good commentary on it because I just don't know. Exactly, yeah. These cards. Like, what do they do? Is it like an ace of spades? Is it like a electric energy card from Pokemon? That's all I'm getting at. I can't help what I don't know. You have modded Wii, you don't have a modded Wii U. I have a modded Wii, but it is in its last legs. I might try and pop it open to like clean it, save it, try and see what I can do on my end to get it back up and running. But I think my Wii is gonna die here pretty soon. Save that card and let them assume you're talking about the right one. Yeah. That's another big part about card games that I don't really pursue very much anymore. There's just so much to keep track of between not only the cards in your deck, but the potential cards that could be in the other person's deck, plus the cards that could synergize well with your own versus the ones that could break your synergy. Way too much. So it's really hard for me to keep track. Ash Blossom could be activated from the hand, negate any effect that you pull something out of the deck. Okay. even then, it's still like there are some cards that have effects that are really, really good, but I always look at them like, is that good? Like, for example, Pot of Greed. That card is banned because of how good it is, just letting you draw extra cards in your turn. But I always sit there looking at that card, I'm like, is that really that good enough to be banned? Like, is that effect really that impactful enough for it to be banned? And apparently, yes. So, I just, it's a world that I am not familiar with, and I'm in no rush to learn more about. It's far more cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are searched for than drawn. Ash is a staple in the metagame. See, that's very important context that I don't know. So, you cannot fault me for not knowing that because I don't play the game. There was a 0 mana draw and 2 in Magic. Would you play in literally every deck you have? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Magic operates off of a different rule set than Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's based a little bit on Magic, but I don't know how that is good in the context of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's my point that I'm getting at. I don't know the game, so knowing those effects and knowing that they are banned doesn't help me understand more. It just makes me more confused. But I will admit a lot of it is due to a lack of will. I don't know much because I haven't bothered to learn much. But at the same time, I'm not really interested in learning, so I don't actively seek that stuff out. I have plenty of other games that I have an encyclopedic knowledge of, and so I don't need to add more to the list if I don't need to. This is the one game that is taking up like 90% of my brain space. Pot of Greed is just far too universal to be illegal. Nobody wants to do. You'll draw 2 cards instead of 1 this turn. Well, I mean, yeah, I understand. I understand that aspect of things, but name dropping cards that are not like in the public sphere of knowledge for Yu-Gi-Oh! It makes it very hard for me to follow the conversation. That's the last thing I'll say about that. Anywho, how's the meet coming on? It's going good. We got like maybe another like 3-4 days on it. Here, once I get this Wizard Tower clue done, I'll go ahead and pull it out so you can see it. But yeah, it's getting close. It's getting super close to done. Well, I say done. I mean done with primary fermentation. The way that mead making works is that you have primary fermentation, which is where you add the yeast, which is where you add your fruit, your honey, your water, and that's where the actual bulk of the fermentation process happens. And then you have secondary fermentation, which is where you take it off of the yeast, you take it like off of the fruit. You can add fruit or honey at this stage, but that restarts fermentation. You can take a lot of things out of the mead, or you more take the mead out of it, and then you just let it sit as itself for a little bit of time. That clears it out, that helps the alcohol age and mature a little bit, and then from there you bottle serve and do whatever you want with it. So we're getting ready to go from primary to secondary, but it'll take a little bit of time for it to be like ready to drink. All right, that was the last casket of the night. Let's see what we get. Are you going to add anything on mine? Not yet, but I have an idea for my second batch. Okay, so here is mead. Let me grab it. Boom. This is how it's looking after a little bit over a month now. I started this February 5th. It is now March 6th. So yeah, a little bit over a month. It is very, very close to being done. I'm super excited. Okay, let's open up these caskets. Beginners, please give me a beginner cape. Please give me a beginner cape. That's shrimp. That's a hat. Easy clues, you got something better for me? Okay, we at least got a unique Gothics page. And Iron Plate Lakes tea, I just realized. Okay, I mean, not a total loss, but Jesus. We at least got two uniques. We'll take those. What is my beginner clue log looking like? Or easy clue log. Okay. Not bad, not bad. The two bob shirts are awesome. The two robe tops are also, or the two robes are also really, really good. Still very unfortunate that it happened to be a Gothics robe top as the robe top that I got. I would have preferred it to be like Sammy or Sarah or Krill or Zammy Sarah Krill or Zammy Sarah Armadillo. Can't think of names. Armadillo or Bandos, but you know, it's fine. Can't be too much of a choosing beggar. Okay, let's go ahead and start to get this ready. Oh, I need to quickly run over and grab a bunch of law runes. Alright, PvP arena, buy law runes, and then we'll go ahead and do a birdhouse run. Replace my trees on Fossil Island, and then we'll be done. By the way, this is where I go to get runes. I forget who was asking about that, but this is where I go for runes. I hit the wrong button again. 1, 4, there it is. There we go. Nice 100 runes. Only about 30k. Okay, now we need to go grab our teak stuff. Yeah, it's big oof. See, music I can do because I know how music works. I'm very familiar with music. I used to go to school for music. So I understand how music works. I just don't understand how card games work. But music is great. I love music. I've been listening to, recently, one of the big bands that I've been listening to is Amon Amarth. They are really cool. They are a death metal band that likes to do a lot of lyrics based off of Norse mythology. My favorite album that I've just been listening to on repeat has been Twilight of the Thunder God by Amon Amarth. Any song going over Ragnarok or any album going over Ragnarok is just cool. I think Ragnarok is like the coolest doomsday prophecy. The Willy does not exist to you. That sentence has some very threatening aura behind it, and I am scared. Yeah, my music tastes tend to be very varied. I like death metal, I like prog, I like symphonic metal. I like grunge rock, punk rock, I like funk, I like jazz. Not a big fan of rap, not a big fan of country. There are some that I will listen to, but not not necessarily like you wouldn't be able to throw on like a country radio station and I'd be enjoying it. It's like very specific songs that I like. Ska. I love ska. Ska is great. Yom's Viking is your favorite album personally? I need to listen to that one. I did see that one come on my list, but I need to listen to it. It's with Kodak Blake in the mix. What kind of music did they do? See, Flow Switch is good. I can understand rap references. I don't listen to much rap, but I do understand the concept of like lyrical flow and stuff like that. That's where you get all the triplet raps. The can't even do it. Like whenever you get stuff like that, that just makes brain go happy. All right, cool. Now to tend to my trees. Not for the general population because it's full of references. Fair enough. I mean, like, genre-wise. I listen to a lot. Okay, got a Hespori seed. I don't think I can do anything with that right now. So I'm not going to. Just gonna put it in my bank and leave it for later. Yeah, I can't do anything with the Hespori seed right now. I need 65 farming for the Hespori. Oh, what am I trying to plant? This is what I'm trying to plant. I need a shovel. Give me a shovel, leprechaun. Take that out of context. 100 ticks makes brain happy. Oh, yeah. Really like the Cult of Lamb soundtrack? I haven't heard any of it. I need to listen to it. I imagine that game has a cutesy gothic style soundtrack, but I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. Just seems like a game that'd be very heavy on the organ. That's not where I wanted to go, but that's okay. All right. Maxo Cream is a rapper that has some best storytelling. Ooh, storytelling rap I actually might be into. All right, well, I will be looking into that a little bit later though. Maxo Cream, I'll write that down. But for right now, that is going to be the end of stream. Let me see if Lunar is still going, because I've been talking about her a lot today, and I feel like we should go pay her a visit. Oh yeah, she's playing Escape the Backrooms, as it's her Monday Night Fright show. So here's Lunar's link. Y'all go pay her a visit. She's absolutely fantastic. Don't leave me here with my high-ass dog. That's okay. Lunar will know what to do. Go check out Lunar. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate you all being here tonight. And I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Later.